great pot. It's in a red unglazed stoneware. Doesn't need glaze to keep it watertight, and superbly made. The cover fits like a little well-made jacket, and beautifully produced. Lovely crabstock handle, nice spout with a tooled down shape. It's gorgeous. Just asking to pour out something. Now, what is it? Is it a teapot or what is it, do you think?
Well, I've always been led to believe that it was a pot for hot chocolate. Now, whether it is or not, I don't know.
Well, I think chocolate pots basically have handles at the side. Not always, but you pour them sideways like that. And the date of this, I think, is going to condition actually what it was. Any idea what the date is?
Well, it's got GR on the side, so I assume it refers to one of the Georges, but which one, I have no idea.
We've got sort of GR. George Rex, could be George the 5th or 6th or...
Could be.
Something like that.
I've got no idea.
Actually, I think this is probably the coronation of George II in the 1720s.
Oh, right.
So this is, 200 and a lot of 70, 80 years of age. It's an early pot. And at that time, of course, tea was very expensive commodity, and you had tea in very small little doses in tiny little tea bowls. I don't think it's a teapot. I think it's more likely to be a punch pot for pouring, serving punch. But it may be just an ornamental, imaginary teapot commemorating the coronation. I think this is undoubtedly George II. It's on the other side as well, is it?
I think it is,
over
yes,
here
yeah.
we've got a repeat of it. This is what's called sprigging. These little shapes, rather like Wedgwood did later, made by pressing clay into a little mould. You peel out the shape and stick it on, and it's absolutely superly done. There's all sorts of different things. There's flowers and flowering branches. There's 2 supporting figures. The whole thing is symbolic of George II's coronation, I think. And I don't know for sure who made it. It could just, I suppose, be Wealdon or Wedgwood or Asbury or someone like that. But I think it's probably safer to say it's English and from Staffordshire, and rather unusual, a rare survivor of something made for the coronation. Have you any idea what the value might be?
Well, I expect Grandad paid about £2 for it or less
So it
just
comes
before the war. So.
Comes down from Grandad?
That's right, yeah.
And he was a collector, was he?
He had a few bits and pieces. Not a steady collector, but if he saw something, he would buy it. And I think no regular items, just whatever caught his fancy, really.
The condition is very good. There's just a little tiny chipping on the spout, and the cover has been, the knob on the cover has been repaired. It's been riveted. Oh, it's a matchstick, is it?
It is a matchstick.
No, not a very old matchstick.
No,
but,
not the original.
But pretty fine condition for a pot that age. And I don't know, it's going to be over the £1,000 bracket. I think it's probably something like between £1,500 and £2,000, something like that, for a battered old George II punch pot, which is not bad, isn't it? But I love it as a super piece.
He was my father's, who was born in 1907, and he's been looking after our Christmas trees as a family for 90 years. So every single year he
and was he used this Christmas?
This last Christmas, yes. Yes.
Lovely.
Yes.
Well, he's got his little Christmas tree here, and he's dressed in what would have been a bright red coat, and maybe in the folds you can see it's a little bit brighter than what it's faded to now. What fascinates me, though, is his head, because what we have here is a bisque head, which one associates with the pretty, smiling, attractive dolls of the period. But this is anything but. He looks like a real St. Nicholas, and you can imagine he'd just as easily have a switch in his hand as a Christmas tree. He's got a very pointed nose. He's got lines here on the bridge of his nose. He's wrinkled. He's obviously an old man. And that makes it really quite an interesting doll. He's a rarity in doll terms. And this particular face crops up sometimes in America where he is dressed as Uncle Sam. and then other times he appears as Santa Claus.
Yes.
What I can say is that I'm certain that he is German in origin, and Santa Claus as a figure is actually very widely collected, not only in this country, but more particularly in the States. And a little figure like this could easily realise between 800 and 1,200 pounds in the right sort of venue. I think next Christmas we'll keep him in a parcel rather than putting him on the tree.